Welcome to Bowl Week. Glad to have you with us from Boca Raton, Florida for what ought to be an exciting matchup in the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida Atlantic's offense will get first crack at it today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
The run from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Scanning the field, it's McCoy. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. For a quarterback, those mechanics need to be second nature, but sometimes they can get a little rushed.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've had spin sessions on the field before games with Jesse, and just gets on that back foot a lot and just can't stay consistent at all. It might be the hair gel, weighing him down, but that back foot just starts to slide in there. Mechanics get bad, sloppy.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in, it's Terrell. Still on his feet at the 45. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Platt. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
That's caught. It's Jackson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down coming up. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's McCoy. Snagged in the middle, it's Platt. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Owls have it with a first and goal. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Grabbed behind the line, it's clapped. Touchdown, Owls! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into this season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Looking to throw, it's Collins. Got his man. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Owls are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Owls.
This this receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I tell you what, the quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll give it to the back. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Set for the free kick after the safety.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Takes the handoff. It's Terrell. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Got a man, it's Jackson. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Unloads to the right. Got his man. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. To throw, it's Collins. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Back to throw, it's McCoy. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Owls. The pressure, the exclamation point on that drive.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Owls are threatening on 1st and goal. He might want another play. He wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. The other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Collins. It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab, it's Young. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man, it's Platt. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Platt. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Martin. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass, it's Collins. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
The throw. Short gain on the completion. Good footwork. Gets him the first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Pulls it in. It's Platt. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Grab near the sticks. It's Collins. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's McCoy. Pulls it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snaps it in the shotgun. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it here, just another typical Boca Raton Bowl. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's head back to Reese and the fellas for the conclusion of the Boca Bowl.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback. Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run play action. Completes it in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Beckham. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Caught over the middle, it's Anderson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Woo, deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The give on the inside. There he goes. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the run, it's Terrell. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
He's more than at the 33. Brings up third down.
The Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's McCoy. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clapp. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. From the gun. He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
They'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. You can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Louisiana Tech, 0.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds. they've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Wants to throw. It's Beckham. Wide open downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking to take a shot. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's McCoy. This time on target. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not let...
Oh, he's got some space. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Motion from the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense set on 1st down. He wants to change this route. The snap sets up the throw. Catch in the middle. It's Collins. Good, solid tackle.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
To the air, it's McCoy. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defense.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the fourth quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field it close to the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. The offense changing the play. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The give as they work on that clock. Breaks into the open. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's McCoy. Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way, and you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Fires left. Pulls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've put together a pretty good drive, but this 8th play brings up a 3rd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the new kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops the throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great without...
Turning it on! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Timeout, Florida Atlantic.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Right on the money. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse